We good? All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to discuss a few things, but we're going to start off with the emerging and disadvantaged business progress that we had last year. So the National Public Works Recognition Week, which is this week, we also wanted to recognize and thank the departments and the work crews who have been out there working constantly during the rain, during the bad weather, to help us make sure that our city is running as well as it can be, not being flooded. But also, we want to, also we want to highlight something that we were able to show off at our city council meeting, and that is Wichita's vendor spending with the emerging and disadvantaged business program that we have. So supporting the emerging and disadvantaged businesses is an important part of the city. It not only provides an opportunity for local vendors and for disadvantaged and emerging communities, but also it expands the city's vendor base, which ensures that we get a better bang for our buck when we are utilizing taxpayer money. So total spending with minority-owned businesses in 2020 was $45 million. And to put that into perspective, that is up from 2019, which was at $34 million. So on a percentage basis, 2020 spending was the highest level at 17.24% since 2009, which then it was at 19.8%. So as background, while total spending changes year to year, mainly with large projects or economic cycles, we generally spend on the low to mid $200 million with vendors annually. So the city staff has worked hard to purposely reach out to prospective and current emerging and disadvantaged businesses to ask them to bid on projects, to really try to diversify the folks who are able to do business with us so that we can get those dollars back into our community, and also helping with businesses that might be at a disadvantage. So we try to explain how the purchasing process works, what types of products the city buys, and how vendors can get registered and get on our list. Vice Mayor Johnson, who we'll hear from in a moment, actually has been very good at using his social media to get out these opportunities, so that when people who might not think of doing business with the city now has that opportunity the know-how to get on the list to do business with the city. So we want to thank our staff who did exceed the goals that we set for them last year for working to ensure that we included all businesses in our vendors list, and to ensure that our vendors represented the diverse community of Wichita. So we're happy to announce that another effort to have minority-owned businesses, which we're going to jump into in a moment with the Vice Mayor, and that effort is called Propel. So Propel stands for Providing Resources and Opportunities for Proprietors, Entrepreneurs, and Lenders. And it is a new low-interest revolving loan interest for businesses in District 1 that may not be able to get financial assistance through traditional resources. So here to tell us more about this is going to be Vice Mayor Brandon Johnson. So he will speak to this, and then afterwards we're going to have Ms. Christina Long come up and talk a little bit about the logistics of this program. So we're very excited about that. With that, Vice Mayor Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. I am Vice Mayor Brandon Johnson. Today is a great day in Wichita to announce the Propel program. Like the mayor said, Propel stands for Providing Resources and Opportunities for Proprietors, Entrepreneurs, and Lenders, and it is a low-interest, short-term revolving loan program. The fund serves as another resource to help make access to capital more readily available to minority-owned and women-owned firms and businesses located in District 1. I think the pandemic highlighted the need for such a fund and the disadvantage that women and minority-owned businesses had, and it has elevated that conversation. So this fund is coming right on time. This creates conditions for living well, and that's a key tenet for us here with the City of Wichita. This program does just that. It creates those conditions by creating opportunity, both for the entrepreneur and the community, by creating jobs and creating more diverse business mixes. Again, highlighting the need for minority and women-owned businesses to have resources. Over the years, I've heard from several businesses that needed just $5,000, $7,000, $3,000, maybe $10,000 just to help them out. And this fund is a place that can get that program going. This lending experience is more challenging, again, for women and minority-owned businesses. So that was the inspiration to create this program. Propel and other microloan programs can help fill the gaps to make sure that all of these folks and entrepreneurs can achieve their American dream. Now, there are some questions about how this is run. So oversight-wise, Propel will be overseen by our economic development staff. This program is funded partially from the proceeds of the sale of the Hyatt that were left for District 1. We put that into this program to help get it started. But again, we're always looking for more private investment to increase the opportunity for those applying. So beginning Monday, business owners will be able to apply for funding on wichita.gov/propel. Again, Propel is PROPEL. So again, wichita.gov/propel. There is a maximum of $15,000 that may be received with an interest rate of 3%. So it's a low interest rate program, and again, it's filling those gaps for a small loan. Now, before we have Ms. Christina Long tell us more about the facilitation of the program, I just want to give my thanks to so many people who helped with this, starting off with our city staff who have been working closely with Christina and her team to make this work, the mayor and my fellow council members who approved this a few months ago because they saw the importance and need for this as well in supporting small businesses, Fidelity Bank, the Community Foundation, the South Central Kansas Economic Development District, the Federal Bank Reserve of Kansas, and many more who've just been instrumental in working together to make this happen. So I just want to thank you all for helping provide an opportunity for folks to reach their American dream. And with that, I will ask Ms. Christina Long of CML Collective to come up and talk more about the program.
Thank you, Mayor and Vice Mayor. Again, I just echo the appreciation and the gratitude to city staff and to also our public officials who saw the need to be able to create yet another resource in order to help make Wichita a place where anyone who wishes to have a business has equitable access to resources and funds to be able to do so. I stand very proud to be able to have played a role in helping to bring this program to light. And so, as Vice Mayor mentioned, the applications for Propel open up on Monday, May 24th. People will have an opportunity to apply and work their applications and get prepared to submit those applications prior to the application deadline of June 24th. There is nothing worse than having a very, very short window to be able to try to get all of your business documents and things of that nature together for a brand new program. So the city is allowing 1 month in order to help people have enough time or sufficient time to be able to do so. When the application deadline closes in June, then there will be a period of screening. We want to make sure that applications come through, that they are eligible to be analyzed, and that also those submissions are complete. So following that screening and submission review, then it will go to a loan review team, and the loan review team will analyze the applications. They might ask for additional information from applicants, at which they will be notified and provided, again, sufficient time to be able to respond. And when the loan review team has full applications, has all the information that they need, they will be working, again, respectfully within a 30-day window in order to get responses back to applicants. If funding decisions come back and they are approved, then applicants will have an opportunity to actually opt in. They'll agree that, yes, I agree and accept these, and then it will go to closing. We are very pleased to be able to partner with Network Kansas to be able to perform the closing and also to be able to help applicants who might have questions about the program or the processes to be able to work through that. Network Kansas is revered for its ability and its demonstration of helping entrepreneurs across the state in ways that actually reflect national best practices. They have entrepreneurship education, loan programs. They have a dedicated customer service arm that will serve Propel through the Resource and Referral Center so that, again, the wraparound support that entrepreneurs need to be more successful in this program will absolutely apply. Again, I applaud and cheer the City of Wichita for taking this great step in demonstration on what will be a national best practice as it relates to creating an inclusive environment that is equitable and provides funding opportunities for many entrepreneurs. Thank you.
And we'll have the Vice Mayor and also Ms. Lunkett will be here afterwards, so you guys can answer some more questions about that. Definitely no better time, thank you, Vice Mayor, for working on this, than now for a program such as this. As we know nationally throughout the country, during the pandemic, 1 out of 6 small businesses shut their doors. We also know that even before, from the Chung report, when we talk about Wichita and some of the ways that we can improve Wichita and our challenges, we know that out of the group of young folks who are leaving, the largest percentage of that group of folks who are leaving Wichita for other opportunities are actually women and members of minority groups, which means that having a program like this that really targets the folks who are entrepreneurs who are trying to make it here in Wichita and make our city a place of opportunity for everyone. A program like that, especially coming out of COVID, we hope that it will not only be a success, but also a national standard. So with that, I'm going to get into some important announcements. Well, first, we have garage sale season coming up. So with that, want to just have a reminder for the folks who are wishing to hold a garage sale in our community. A couple of years ago, the city launched a new online licensing system that makes it easier for folks to do business with the city. So the city's business licensing division issued more than 50,000 licenses a year, including pet licensing, business licenses, and of course, garage sale licenses. So residents can purchase a garage sale license now online without having to drive and come into City Hall. So we want folks who are starting to do that spring cleaning and thinking about a yard sale to know that they can go just to wichita.gov and get their garage sale license. And in doing that, by purchasing a permit, you will have the opportunity to have your garage sale information inputted on our interactive map that lists all the garage sales, so that folks like my mom who go out and go yard sailing on a weekend can make sure that they stop by your sale as well. Again, it's free advertising that we utilize with the permit. The permit is available to you for only $2.50 per day with a $1 credit card transaction fee if you are taking advantage of the website service where you can get this done at home. Also, I want to do an update on our litter study. We've gotten some great feedback from our council meetings recently for those who are passionate about sustainability and the environmental well-being of our community. We want to again urge those who are interested in this topic to sign up to be part of our litter study. We partnered with Wichita State to conduct a study on litter to help us understand and make better decisions on how to reduce litter throughout our community. There will be a link posted on this feed on how to sign up for that study. We are looking for volunteers. It's encouraging to see residents come to speak up and share their passion to helping our environment and ensuring that Wichita is doing our part to fight, I guess, any of the or to be sustainable, doing our job to be sustainable. So we hope that everyone who can participate in the study can help us create a healthier, more beautiful Wichita. And with that, we can go ahead and jump into some questions. And also, I'll just say with this litter study, I've been getting a lot of feedback. This is off script, so I know that my communication's cringing right now. We've been getting a lot of feedback on social media, just people who are bringing litter to our attention, and it's telling me a couple of things. One, people are getting out again, enjoying our city and enjoying our parks and Keeper of the Plains and these other places. And also, it sounds terrible, but it's kind of refreshing to see these type of problems we can really address on my Facebook feed instead of the problems throughout the year that had to do with the pandemic. So we welcome this feedback so that we can make sure that we work on these issues, and I think it's an indication that we are looking beyond the pandemic. But go ahead, you had a question.
I have a couple. On the Propel program, is there a cost to the borrowers? Or, when people say closing, they think of closing a loan on a house, you're going to bring in money to the table. Is this something similar for the Propel program?
I'm going to give the floor to Ms. Long, who can help us with those technical questions.
Thank you very much for your question. The City of Wichita wanted to be very clear that they did not want an application fee for borrowers. Again, we want to make this as accessible as possible. However, some of the fees associated with servicing the loan, so once they are approved and they go into servicing, those fees will be included in their repayment.
And is there like a set fee, or it varies according to the loan?
No, the fee, because of our servicer, Network Kansas is servicing for $30. So $30 will be added on top of their monthly loan repayments. And that's pretty standard among servicing providers. In fact, that's actually on the low end when looking comparatively across the region.
So that's absolutely accessible. It's not like you gotta bring in $2,000 or something like that.
Not at all. And another great thing about this particular program is that there is no collateral requirement as well. Again, when we're looking at accessibility, the city was really great about looking at, we have to have a balance about making this fund accessible, but also making sure that we have a really good chance of repayment, because this fund will be able to continue to revolve. That's where that comes from, as long as those repayments happen. So I think we struck a really good balance in that, but collateral is not required in this program.
And did you guys mention the amount that you have for the initial offering, the amount available?
So the pool of money available right now to Propel is $88,000. We do hope that there are opportunities for investment and contributors to be able to help build that fund even higher now that the program design is finished and complete. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you.
Further questions on Propel at this moment? No?
Thank you.
All right, further questions?
Yes, question on the garage sales. And this might be a silly question, but why require a permit if it's only $250? That's just a silly question. And what happens to those that offer a garage sale and don't get a permit?
Well, the permit process is actually something that came in a long time before I got into local government. And I know this because my mother-in-law had to get a permit to have her garage sale, and I also was, why do we need a permit? So it's something that has been here for a while, so I'm not sure what the council decision was at that time. I'm sure I could default, but I will say that $250 is actually a pretty good deal, or $350 if you count the credit card, to get on that list. So we're giving people value by having this as well, is you are getting on that list in which people can use their GPS to make sure that you are, that people come to your garage sale. So I think that's another very important aspect we have to point out. This isn't just a fee, it's a service. And in doing that, you think about the other costs associated, you're gonna make back your $3 by doing this the right way, I'm sure. But Megan has been around for decades and can probably tell us a little more about the background on this.
The intention was to keep people from running illegal businesses out of their homes, and also, like the mayor said, it is a service. You can list your garage sales and people with those words.
So for those who can't hear, apparently the reasoning behind it was to prevent people from running illegal businesses from their homes. By having this less than $3 permit, it allows us to strike that balance with garage sales and, of course, avoiding illegal businesses being run out of people's homes.
Are there fees for people who don't get the permit and do have a garage sale?
I have to look at that.
Yeah, I mean, the enforcement of that, I think the real question is, have we ever, what has been enforced in the past, and that's something we'd have to look into. But, as we learned throughout this last year, most people in Wichita, overwhelmingly majority of people in Wichita do things the right way, and so I doubt that we've had to do much enforcement of people out of compliance because our city is the type where people follow the rules. So, a good question. Kate News, you got anything? John 12? Nothing? Guess I'll go purge my email box. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. And of course, if you have questions afterwards, reach out to us. We love to provide all the information we can. Thank you.